Oh, I'm impressed with your efficiency. So you've even brought the contract along, eh? Kyle scoffed at the scene in front of him. What makes you think my dad will sign it? This is just too funny. Kyle's mobile phone buzzed at the same time. What's up, Dad? Yes, I'm at the Northampton Center now. Kyle did not expect to receive a call from his father. You stupid idiot. Lloyd Jarvis was about to explode in rage as he lashed out at his son over the phone. Do you know who you have run into? How could you antagonize him? Now you've cost us the whole revolving restaurant. It's gone. Dad, what are you talking about? Kyle snubbed. He's just a dud who looked like some vagrant to me. What the hell do you know? He's way above our league and not someone we could afford to mess around with. I want you to kneel and apologize to him immediately, or you might not get to live till tomorrow. I'm not joking, son. I've already sold the revolving restaurant. And it's all because of you that made me lose the restaurant. I'm going to beat the hell out of you when you get home. Kyle's face turned pale when he heard the wild rant from his dad. His face turned as white as a ghost. He realized with a pang that this was not a joke anymore. This guy had really just bought over the restaurant in 10 minutes. Kyle cast a wary glance at Levi. Meanwhile, Levi and Abigail were going through the contract to finish up with the formalities of the acquisition. Levi finally put his signature to the contract, and he was now officially the owner of the restaurant. A herd of people rushed out of the restaurant the moment the contract was inked. Leading the herd was Yohi, the general manager of the restaurant. He ran up to Levi and greeted him with an ostentatious grin. It's our pleasure to meet you, Mr. Garrison. You are now the one and only boss of the restaurant. This way, please, boss. This way, please, boss, all the rest of the staff behind him echoed synchronously. Kyle could only watch with stupefied eyes. He could not believe what his eyes were telling him. So my family's restaurant now belongs to somebody else. All in just a matter of 10 minutes. Hold on, Levi waved at Yohi. There's still some unfinished business left to do. He flicked his eyes over to Kyle. Didn't you just insulted Abigail by calling her a bitch and spat on her? I want you to kneel and lick away all your spit on the floor. The floor has to be spotless before I let you go. Who the hell do you think you are to ask me to kneel and apologize? Kyle hit back at Levi. Known for his haughtiness in Northampton, Kyle was fearless of Levi. Ah. Levi grasped Kyle's finger at such lightning speed that it caught Kyle by surprise. Before he could figure it out, Levi had already bent his finger back to almost 90 degrees. Crack! Levi applied a little pressure, and his finger was broken. The cracking sound pierced through the air and horrified everyone. Bang! Levi thrusted his leg forward and shoved Kyle to the floor. Crack! Another cracking sound rocked the air. Kyle's kneecap fractured as he slammed his knees to the floor, right in front of Levi and Abigail. Thud! Levi stamped his foot on one side of Kyle's face, with the other side pressed to the floor. I want you to apologize and eat up your own spit. Levi ordered mercilessly. His foot on Kyle's face was hurting him so badly that he felt his head was about to split. It was the most torturous pain Kyle had ever suffered in his entire life. He was sure he would never want to go through it again. Yes, I'll apologize. Kyle finally gave in. I'm sorry, Ms. Rogers. Please forgive me. Not only had Kyle apologized, he had even eaten and licked away his own spit, under the horrified gazes of everyone. The scene was too nauseous for many of those who were watching on with saucer eyes. They were utterly shocked to the core. It bewildered them to think that the once proud and arrogant Kyle Jarvis would stoop to do such a shameful act. The man whom they called Levi Garrison was ruthless as hell. Abigail's heart was thumping so hard and fast that she felt like it was about to burst from the strain. Kyle had stood out in Abigail's group of friends as the undisputed leader of the pack. Yet he seemed more like a rat in Abigail's eyes now, rubbing his nose on the floor like some mouse gnawing on leftover breadcrumbs.